Doctors used to say that it was impossible to run a 4-minute mile because if you tried, your heart would explode. That was until Roger Bannister did it, and then in the following 12 months, 46 other people did it. Once everyone saw that one person could do it, suddenly it became possible. Now, it's not like the mile became any shorter. It's not like they hacked it to make themselves faster. It's not like the human body magically changed in that 1 year to become significantly faster and stronger. The reality is that these people that did this had the belief that they could. Whereas before, these doctors told everyone they couldn't, and then everyone was like, oh, you're right, like I can't run a 4-minute mile, I won't try because your heart will explode. And they're like, oh my gosh. They had that limiting belief, so suddenly it became impossible for those people to run a 4-minute mile because they believed they couldn't. But suddenly, all it took was that one person to say, you know what, no, I can do this. And then suddenly, running that 4-minute mile was possible, more possible than ever. Your limiting beliefs are literally holding you back in every single way possible. I started lifting at 15 years old, and in 2.5 years, I benched 315 pounds. My first day in the gym, I failed underneath the bar. Alright? I told myself that I could do it. If you were in my position, and I had asked anybody, you know what, I want to bench 315, how long is that going to take me? Almost everyone would have said at least 10 years, if at all. But I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, no, I can do this and I'm going to do it now. And I'm not going to wait for anyone to tell me when I can or can't. So I believed in myself that I could do this in 2.5 years. And that's what I made happen. It's not like when I said, okay, I believe, my body became stronger than anyone else's. It's not like my genetics were any superior to anyone else's. I promise you they're not. It's not like 315 magically became lighter because I said, oh, you know, I can do this quicker than everyone else. Anybody watching this, you could do the same. You genuinely could do the same if you told yourself you could, and you told yourself over and over again that you could until you did. Genuinely, have a goal in your mind, grab a notebook, and write it down over and over again that you can do it. Seriously, grab a notebook and a pencil, just like this, and tell yourself, and write down, I will hit 315, I will hit 315, and write this down hundreds and thousands of times until it becomes true. You can gaslight yourself into making it true. Destroy your limiting beliefs. Say, as a child, you wanted to go to the moon. Okay? And then as you got older, people were like, yeah, that's not realistic. Or you told yourself that's not realistic. But the reality is that since you were a child, if you kept telling yourself, I can go to the moon, factually, you could make that happen. Most people would tell you, 99.99% of people would say, you know, that's not realistic. But you could tell yourself factually you could because that is just the truth. Alright? People have done it, so why can't you do it now? Okay? Don't let these thoughts creep into your head that are going to tell you no. If you had to make $1 million in the next 2 years, you could. Most people would tell you, you know, it's going to take you your whole life to be able to make $1 million, if at all. Most people are going to tell you, you know, you got to go to college, get a degree, so you can get a good job with nice benefits, so you can live comfortably. But the reality is that if you actually wanted to, you could make $1 million in the next 2 years, and you could become financially free. But most people will never do that. Do you know why? Because most people have settled for the idea that it isn't possible, that you have to settle for this college degree and this job and this comfortable lifestyle. I'm telling you not to settle because you don't have to. If no one has told you in your life that you are capable of doing it, I'm going to tell you now, you are capable of becoming financially free. If you look at anyone who has made $1 million in the last year or two, or they made hundreds of thousands of dollars, or they're financially free, or they make all of their money and they drive these insane cars that you really want, it's not about the cars, it's not about the houses. But I'm telling you that they don't have any advantage over you. It's not like anybody gave them the money. It's not like anybody implanted this knowledge in their head. The reality is that these people believed in themselves, and they believed that they could, and they wanted it more than anything. And truly, I'm telling you, when you want something that bad, you will make it happen, and there's nothing that can actually stop you. Okay, like, I don't know how else to explain it to you, or how else I can get it across to you, that all you have to do is believe in yourself. Okay, let's use an example of addiction. If you're addicted to lust, 60% of women are, 90% of men are. Okay, so chances are, if you're watching this, you are. So listen to me when I say this. If most people will never get over that lust in their lifetime, they won't. But genuinely, it's because most people, when they try to quit, they fail, and then they say, oh man, I'm just not capable of quitting. It's true. But the 10% of people that will quit in their lifetime genuinely do it because they believe that they can. Maybe it's because your why is big enough. You need to find a why big enough to make you grow. Okay? And for a lot of these people, they do it, because they have a wife and kids that they need to do that for. And having that for them made them believe enough to actually think that they could quit, and because they believed it, they did. I'm telling you, you don't need that to believe that you can quit. You can genuinely pick up a notebook, like I just said, and you can write down over and over again, I will quit, I will quit, I will quit. And if you do that enough times, it will come true. It will come true. But I'm telling you, you have to destroy the limiting belief that says you can't. Because as long as you keep that belief around, you will never quit. This genuinely could be porn, it could be alcohol, it could be smoking, it could be gambling, it could be gluttony. You want to lose weight? Okay, you have to tell yourself over and over again that you can, and you have to believe that you want it. Because you're not going to be able to do it if you don't want it. You have to believe that you want it more than anything. Ask God for strength. Make Him your strength. Because genuinely, out of anything in this world, nothing is impossible. Not one thing is impossible. But you have to believe it. And I'm telling you, with God especially, nothing is impossible. Not one thing. Carry God as your guidance. Let Him steer the ship, and He will guide you. But you have to row, and you have to believe with everything that you have that it is real, that it is possible, that you can make it, because I'm telling you, you can. All you have to do is believe. Okay, genuinely, please just believe. And to anyone watching this, even me in the future, if you're seeing me in 10 years, I am where I am because of this mentality that I have now. Okay, even just my family. Like, I am where I am because of this belief, and I am where I'm going because of this belief. Adopt it. Adopt this belief, because it will literally carry you, and you will fly with it.